I'm going to go ahead and show you how to solve question 2 here by using your conversion sheet and the information that's been provided here. After rainfall of 2.3 inches, that number gives us our quantity of inches in depth, how much would become groundwater over 1.4 acres? Alright, so the way to solve this problem is first of all we have to see what's the volume of water that we're getting over the number of acres and based on the number of inches. And we can do that by taking a look at our conversion sheet. And in particular, we want to look at this whole section right here. So I'm just going to see if I can copy that whole thing, put it into AutoCAD, or put it next to this question here so that we can figure out how to solve this. Okay, so this is saying for 1 inch of rain, 27,154.28 gallons of water accumulates per acre. Okay, so this is based on 1 inch of rain and 1 acre. We have 2.3 inches of rain over 1.4 acres. So let's figure out how we would solve that first. Okay, so here's what I would do. This is 1 and 1 basically. So if I just multiply 1 times the number of inches I have, I'm going to have 2.3 inches. So I'm going to plug 2.3 inches into the number of inches and 1.4 acres into the number of acres and multiply those two numbers times what we've been given here for the number of gallons per 1 inch of rain over 1 acre. Okay, so that would be this equation. Instead of 1 inch of rain, we're going to multiply this number, which is kind of like our starting value. This is how many gallons per 1 acre with 1 inch of rain. But what if it's 2.3 inches of rain and times 1.4 acres? So it would be 2.3 inches times 1.4 acres times what we'd have for 1 and 1 of each of these. Okay, so what we'd get is a total of, let's clear this, 2.3 times 1.4 times 27,154.28 gallons equals a total of 87,436 gallons. All right, so that's our answer for the top part. But this is asking now, well, out of that, how much of that would become groundwater? And if we take a look at the rest of the equation, it gives you percentages of that amount of rain. 50% is runoff, 20% is evaporation, 20% is transpiration, which is what plants absorb, and then 10% becomes groundwater. So I would take this number, let's copy that, and multiply it times 0.10, which is the same as multiplying it times 10%. I discovered that the percent symbol doesn't work in my calculator. I can't figure out how to get it to work on the computer, so I'm just going to multiply that times 0.10. So we take our answer that we had originally, multiply it times 0.10, or finding out what 10% of that would be, and then this makes sense that we'd have some very similar numbers, but everything would move over a decimal place. So this is our answer in gallons. And once you break it down like that, it's not really as difficult a problem as it sounds initially.